Hello and welcome to Rehab and Recovery with Dr. Miles Sandoval. In today's video, I want to share a guided meditation practice with a focus on getting comfortable with, or maybe even befriending, chronic pain. And if you're wondering why you would want to get comfortable with or make friends with something like chronic pain, the answer is that if it's already here and we can't change it, we might as well do what we can to get comfortable with it, right? And the big problem with chronic pain especially is that people have a tendency to want to flee from the body and live in this really cerebral state where we're not fully occupying the body because the body's in pain. And so, why would you want to pay attention to that? But the problem with trying to escape from the body and live in this real cerebral state is that the body responds by doing what it can to protect itself. And usually what that is involuntarily increasing muscle tension in the areas that are painful. So then we get this vicious cycle where certain parts of the body are painful. So then there's a desire to escape from the body and kind of live up here, so we're not aware of what's going on in our body. And then the body responds with even more muscle tightness, muscle tension in those areas of pain, which causes even more pain, more escapism, more muscle tension. And it might seem scary, but the practice that we're going to do today is a way to reoccupy the body mindfully, to basically bring the mind back home to the body. And that is what allows us to decrease some of that muscle tension, reoccupy the body, and use our brain to downregulate the level of pain that we're having. It's not going to cure whatever underlying process is going on that's generating the pain. But if you had the option to go about your day with your pain at a 6 or a 7 or even an 8 out of 10, if you had the option to tone that down to a 3 or a 4 on the volume scale of the pain, why wouldn't you at least try? See what happens. Because for so many people with chronic pain, it's here. So then the question is, what do we get to do with it? So as we begin the meditation, which I'll be joining y'all with, go ahead and start out by getting into a comfortable position, whatever that looks like for you. For me, a lot of times it's lying down, actually. But if I'm going to be sitting up, I like to be sitting cross-legged. And I like to have my eyes closed so that I don't have to, or I don't get distracted from anything in the visual world. But there's really no right or wrong, only that you find a position that's comfortable to you. Go ahead and take a moment to grab any extra pillows you might need for support. Loosen any tight clothing. Shift around a little bit until until you find a position that you feel like you could stay in for at least a few minutes. So once you've found that position of comfort, or at least a position of minimal discomfort, go ahead and allow your attention to rest on the breath. Very, very gently, very loosely. Not doing anything to control the breath or change the breath. Just begin to notice the way your chest rises gently with each inhalation, and the way your chest falls gently with each exhalation. Now, if it suits you, I want you to visualize the healing oxygen that you're bringing into your body with each inhale. You might imagine it as bright, warm light. You might imagine the oxygen molecules as they mix and mingle in your lungs. But however you choose to visualize it, I want you to picture this healing oxygen permeating your body with each in-breath. And releasing any unnecessary wastes with each out-breath. And this is a way that we can kind of prime and prepare ourselves to mindfully occupy each body part, even ones that might be painful. As if we were sinking back into our own body, the way you might sink into a hot bath. And with each healing in-breath, see if you can relax the body in general. Just a little bit more with each breath cycle. Not paying attention to any body part in particular at this time. just noticing if there are any body parts whose tension has made itself so obvious that it's hard to ignore. And seeing if we can begin to loosen that muscle tightness, like you might loosen a clenched fist. And then, when you feel ready, I want you to take your hands and place them onto your shoulders, opposite or same side, whatever feels congenial to you at the moment. Take a moment to notice the way your shoulders feel under your hands, and on the flip side, the way your hands feel on your shoulders. Notice any sensations of warmth radiating from your fingers. Notice any bumps or moles on the skin of your shoulders. Notice if the underlying muscles feel soft or hard, or something in between under the weight of your hands. Non-judgmentally, take a moment to notice any general or specific sensations of pain in this area. See if you have any words that can describe the pain as a quality instead of a judgment. It might feel hot or cold. You might notice sensations of burning or tingling. You might not notice any pain being generated in this area at all. But if you do, I want you to visualize a volume knob. And wherever that volume knob is right now, go ahead and turn that level of pain down, maybe just a little, or maybe a little bit more. And see if you can notice a difference in the sensation. Mindfully reoccupying the body, one body part at a time. Next, I want you to move your hands so that one hand rests on your chest and the other comes to rest on your stomach. It doesn't particularly matter where. And it doesn't particularly matter which hand. And once again, see if you can notice the way your chest and stomach feel under the weight of your hands. And similarly, see if you can notice how your hands feel holding these parts of your body. Once again, see if you can non-judgmentally notice the movement of your chest and stomach with each breath. Any sensations of tightness, any sensations of pain, which might be there or might not. But if you do notice sensations of pain, once again, I want you to visualize that pain on a volume knob. And go ahead and turn that knob down as much as your body will permit. It could be a little. It could be a lot. See if you can notice a difference. as we sink into different parts of the body. Make sure you're keeping the whole body as relaxed as possible. That is to say, not losing the forest for the trees, not spotlighting our focus so much that we lose sight of the rest of the body. So holding on to that broad, sweeping awareness, go ahead and slide your hands down to rest on the tops of your thighs. Not minding any outside stimuli. Noises, sensations. And just like you did before, notice how your legs feel under the weight of your resting hands. And on the flip side, notice how your hands feel resting on the tops of your legs. Notice any sensations in this area, including sensations of pain. And even if there are sensations of pain, see if you can intentionally occupy your physical body from the top of your head all the way down to the roots of your legs. They rest on the floor, or as they support you in a sitting position. And if you notice sensations of pain, go ahead and dial them down on the volume knob as much as your body will allow. And then see if you can shift your awareness to the body as a whole. As you sit here, or as you lie here, ability to sit with any discomfort you might be experiencing. And seeing if you can relax into it anyway. Continue this practice of mindful, whole body relaxation for as long as you like. But for today's video, I want you to go ahead and begin to wiggle your fingers and toes to bring your body back to an awake and aware state. And you can use this meditation as a way to transition home after you get off work, or as a way to prepare for sleep, especially if you're noticing high levels of pain in the body. I'd love to hear how you use the practice at home, or if you have a favorite time that you like to use it. I hope this was helpful. For more meditations and education like this, please check out my website at drmilessandoval.dpt.com. In the description, there's also links to the Facebook as well, where you'll find meditations, motivation, and education, especially pertaining to the challenges of creating and cultivating a joyful addiction recovery.